Hello, and this is Sword, and in this video I would be showing you my tour and my experiences in North Wales. Now, North Wales is my own trip to the cottages, to the fun fair, and etc., which you must see and enjoy. Now, I've now enjoyed my trip. Now, I've had more and more fun with my family and my friends, and etc. I also went there with my friend Ahmed Bai, and I also went to the trains, and I have enjoyed many of the most places in the country of North Wales. Now, without further ado, we shall begin. Now, North Wales is a bridge for the United Kingdom. Now, the United Kingdom is divided into four countries: one, North Wales; two, Wales; one, Northern Ireland; one Ireland, and the fourth, Scotland. And the four countries made it as the United Kingdom. And what we're living right now is England, since I returned to my home after living in North Wales on my holiday. Now, that was a much more fun trip to do. Now, you'll see the weather, the sky, etc. changing. Now, I would show you what is inside the trip to North Wales. I would also show you a stone video, but I would think that you'll also see the high quality sites of the fun fair, which is named the Funland in North Wales. I visited that on a Sunday the 12th of May, no, I mean Sunday the 12th of April 2026 at about 6-7 p.m. or no, I mean I visited at 8 p.m. I also went and I also seen the dance um, performance in the dance competition area in North Wales in a stage, which you will see there. I also went to the arcade in the same area. I also saw Pac-Man and I saw Dinosaur and I saw etc. And other games you want to do. I also saw bicycles a and I also went to look at one of the most famous places in North Wales for cottages is called Lyons Robin Hood. When I looked at that, I found the name to be a bit weird because I first found the name to be weird, then I would found the name to be as corporative for corporation standard. Now we should begin with the video. And you can see here I mean my mom is filming the video, and you can see here the video is featuring the cars and the roads, etc. is walking. Now you can see here this is the full view. Now this is showcasing the cars, roads, etc. This is quite a long way, up to 1 or 2 hours depending on the route, to North Wales from Blackburn, which is my with Arthur Van, etc. Now the sky is a bit no, I mean the sky is fully overcast grey because the sky is full of rain. By now the sky has changed to the clear blue sky. Now what I can see here is that the signboards say the languages in Welsh and English as well. And you can see here the roads, mountains, etc. are there. Now we're finally into North Wales after a long trip of 2 hours. Now we have the building, which is this is the main architecture. This is the main title for Lyons Robin Hood. And what will you be able to look at is this says welcome to Lyons Robin Hood, and it's the green sign in. and it says why rent you can own. Add word. We have a bunch of eagles flying. Hello, and this is Elder Sword, and in this video I would be showing you my tour and my experiences in North Wales. Now, North Wales is my own trip to the cottages, to the fun fair, and etc., which you must see and enjoy. Now, I've now enjoyed my trip. Now, I've had more and more fun with my family and my friends, and etc. I've also went there with my friend Ahmed Bai, and I also went to the trains, and I have enjoyed many of the most places in the country of North Wales. Now, first, without ado, we should begin. Now, North Wales is a bridge for the United Kingdom. Now, United Kingdom is divided into four countries: one, North Wales; two, Wales; one, Northern Ireland; one Ireland, and the fourth, Scotland. And the four countries made it as the United Kingdom. And what we're living right now is England, since I returned to my home after living in North Wales on my holiday. Now, that was a much more fun trip to do. Now, you'll see the weather, the sky, etc. changing. Now, I would show you what is inside the trip to North Wales. I would also show you a stone video, but I would think that you'll also see the stunning, the high quality sites of the fun fair, which is named the Funland in North Wales. I visited that on a Sunday the 12th of May, no, I mean Sunday the 12th of April 2026 at about 6-7 p.m. or no, I mean I visited at 8 p.m. I also went and I also seen the dance um, performance in the dance competition area in North Wales in a stage, which you'll see there. I also went to the arcade in the same area. I also saw Pac-Man and I saw Dinosaur and I saw etc. And other games you want to do. I also saw bicycles a and I also went to look at one of the most famous places in North Wales for cottages is called Lyons Robin Hood. When I looked at that, I found the name to be a bit weird because I first found the name to be weird, then I would found the name to be as cooperative for corporation standard. Now we should begin with the video. And you can see here I mean my mom is filming the video, and you can see here the video is featuring the cars and the roads, etc. is walking. Now you can see here, this is the full view. Now this is showcasing the cars, roads, etc. This is quite a long way, up to 1 or 2 hours, depending on the route, to North Wales from Blackburn, which is my with Arthur Van, etc. Now the sky is a bit no, I mean the sky is fully overcast grey because the sky is full of rain. By now the sky has changed to the clear blue sky. Now what I can see here is that the signboards say the languages in Welsh and English as well. And you can see here the roads, mountains, etc. are there. Now we're finally into North Wales after a long trip of 2 hours. Now we have the building, which is this is the main architecture. This is the main title for Lyons Robin Hood. And what will you be able to look at is this says welcome to Lions Robin Hood, and it's the green sign in, and it says why rent you can own, add word. We have a bunch of eagles flying.
Computer to my Mac, but I did not only just upgrade the PC, I've used my Mac for my video, because when I tried to save it on my PC it failed, it gave me an error code, it was slow, it was also. But when I switched to my Mac, this is much more easier process compared to the complicated process of my PC. But those easy to save, but it has trouble saving longer files, etc. That's why I imagine temporary files and imagine temp into a 10-minute video. I've grabbed the video and then I'll save it into an AVI export format on my PC, then I moved it to a USB stick. Then now I've gathered all the files, the 2 files, sample and the video half, okay, and then I've won that. Now that's what the moment I was about. Now on my Mac I'm showing you this video. Here I will show you my own I'm still need to show you the cottage about what it does, and the Northville store, I'll show you that. Now this is the cottage. Now the cottage design is much more cleaner and much more nice. You can see here my microphone quality is better, just got better, rather than the old low volume microphone with lack of sound suppression, etc. Now I will show you that. This is Gorseth Landborough Station, and this is how the station looks like. And now we're finally on the train, and I will show you those moments. Now this is the train showing the trees, the ice caps, etc. While there will be quite a snowfall over there. I'll also show you one scene which featured the -5 cold, windy, covered with clouds scene, which is on top of the mountains in this video. Now this is a few raindrops in this video. And what I can see is that the trees is now this is the full view of the train, you can see here, and the video is quite nice and quite smooth compared to the old choppy video performance. Now this is the Huntley train branding, with a man wearing an orange coat driving the train and assisting the passengers in the lanes, etc. The overall looks nice, okay, but the weather is quite devastating and depressing, because if we go in the summer, it might be able to look nice and more pleasant. Now the reason why is that because spring is currently April, March, May, and those months, even in May, the temperature is still hot and humid, even in cities like London, which I'm looking for now. But in North Wales, on those area locations like this I'm seeing here now, is cold and it's still covered in clouds, etc. While it might be occasional troop for the clouds to go away and to go into blue sky effect. Now here we are back. We are now into this area which I was talking about. Now this is the top mountains with the clouds with a very fadey fog there covering the mountains, making it much more difficult to see. And why is that? And you can see here that area is quite difficult to see. That's quite difficult to see. And the wind is blowing very fast, around 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. And those mountains is quite good. Now we're returning back. Now the green hill you see is similar to the Windows XP Bliss wallpaper, but it's quite an unwelcoming and unpleasant experience because of the depressing dry and cold weather. But generally it's wet weather. This is the tunnels, and the full bit of this video is this. I tried to record this, I successfully recorded this bit of the video, all of the whole bits of this video on my desktop computer, PC, but when I tried to save it, it tried to be successful at temporary merging files, then it's failed, turning the video effectively into a 10-minute and 26-second clip. But despite that, I moved my video to a USB stick to my Mac, and then I'm recording the video now here. And now this is quite a good explanation of how the performance looks. And now this is the trees, raindrop, etc. Now the raindrop is quite carrying a few moments. This is the whole train view of the train. And you can see here this video was filmed on the 11th April 2026 on Saturday, which is my favourite day of the week. And also show you more things about the fun fair. No, I made the Norfolk strip. In this video. But at the end, I would show you a trip about the fun fair. Next, when we look at the hills, you can also see the hill there. the hills is particularly good, as in this video. The reason why I'm not talking is because I'm continuously looking at the video. This thing now. Now I would still show you. Now this is the general engine of the train. Now this is being controlled by the man who is driving the train. Then what I can... No, I'm not going to be saying and or any other word, and any other words like I'm saying. No, I will not say the word and or any other word anymore in this video, because I'm eliminating the need of mumbling. Now this is the Power Island, this is the clear view. This is the Lion's Robin Hood. You can see here there is virtually reconstructing to a new playground. This the part of the sea lake. Now this is a nice weather going on, but there is the present clouds over there as well, with a rainbow there. The rainbow in there. Now this is the camera showing the nice and what is being good done in these images. Virtually good. The rainbow is also nice. You can see the rainbow is also nice. But when you try to swim into the lake, it will be virtually very cold, because the average freezing lake temperature is 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, and the possibly extremely cold will be -1 to even 11 degrees Celsius, which will be at high risk of being into frozen caps and fires. Then that's why you should be able to understand that there are much more risks associated with trying to swim in winter water in the ocean, especially in rivers, which are kind of high risk because of the risk of sharks and caught fish, etc. So finding this might be real and high possibility, even in real life, rather than being rare. For example, finding a seahorse is very highly rare at other points, because finding seahorses is not as findable as sharks and other fishes like that, which are currently dominant and easier to see and spot on into the oceans and into the rivers and so on. Now that is my desktop computer's fan noise. No, I mean the startup sound. No, the shutdown sound of my desktop computer. But I'm not going to be showing you about that. I will be showing you about what is in the video which is happening in a moment. But please try to realise that it's only my desktop PC's shutdown sound. And another thing else is, please do not mark this video as irrelevant. Only as relevant, even a minor mistake like a startup sound being played in front of a video. In the microphone, I mean. In the tour travel video. As a sign of deserve. Now this is the Pentref Lanberis. This is also a signboard with languages in Welsh and English. English and Welsh, they are official. Even the signboard, the parking area, is in Welsh. But if you're fluent in English, you cannot just read text in Welsh. You have to look for double L's, double I's, double Y's, and other words which are double L capable of in Welsh. And that is a big orange, a big, thick sword on a strong concrete rock, which is big and large and mass. And then what will you see there? Now there is a mountain with a thick floral clouds with those rivers. Now the river is smooth and nice and calmer compared to the wave which you encountered, which is wavy and heavy and thick. Now this is the Funland Fun Fair, with the big booster ride, which they're having on right now. I'll show you that later on this video. I'll show you this view of the fun fair. Next, I would start to walk into the fun fair, and then I'll show you this. Right here. Now this is filmed on Sunday evening at 8 PM, 7 to 8 PM. We have coaster over there. And overall it's nice and good in the fun fair. We have ice cream parlour. And then that is the Magic Mouse title of it. That is the booster ride. This is the title for Hook a Dock title. you would see the text clearly, and that says Hooker title. There are loads of soft toys, etc., which you can buy for free. This is the main title for Hooker Doc. And that is the ride. It is the Sizzler ride, and that is the spinning ride. Now I also saw a ride similar to that used to turn people upside down, and some people's head also begin to have some people's blood even having at high risk going into their heads, which is extremely severe and is a very painful threat. And that's why you should strictly avoid visiting upside down rides, which is like that, if you're having that issue and if you're concerned about that. If you're both. This is the runaway train, and that is where most people run away in the train, and that is a Sizzler ride. And now this is like a boat, I think, or a cruise, but it's like a place with just design and just a building cabinet shop. Now that is how the high-speed train looks like. And you can see the charge later on. And this is the police station. Now this is the police station where people and now I'll show you how the police station is, because I do not know what it is, because I'm busy thinking about the previous because I'm really thinking about this is the runaway train, and what you can think about of. And now this is the police station over there. Now this gate, like the appearance, is like a prison cell, and I think it's a prison cell because I think about the gates. Now prisons in the past used to have those type of gates, but they're now generally obsolete and replaced by barless prisons in the UK and in the world. But in developing countries, they might retain like both designed bar. Even in developed countries like China, Singapore, etc., they might do this only for a small specific part of prison cells. Now this is type of characteristics in a police station. And now this is the Jameson coffee, and then you can buy a donut and a coffee if you want to, that's entirely up to you for your breakfast and for your own lunch. There's a churro shop over there. Here. And the next, this is about the play area where children go to and where children enjoy to. Now this is the hangover which you would chat on Viber, WhatsApp, etc. on your phone and call your friends and family, etc. while hanging over it and talking about with other people, or having the scariest ride, which is up, down, up, down, up, down. This is the main title of Hangover, and this is a train which usually goes up. The speed is gradually increasing in terms of general velocity. Okay, that's what we remember. Now this is the extra fast spinning ride. This is quite even more scarier due to the high velocity and the excessive pressure G-forces in our home planet's 1.0 gravity environment. But on Mars, for example, it might be a bit slower compared to the fast gravitational pull of our planet, Earth, which is known for our planet.